Hello, my name is John Landers. This is my blog series called A Typical Banter I Have a Beef With. Today I'm mad as hell. It's time to hold Elon Musk and his cronies accountable. And basically, I'm mad as hell. And I know I'm not alone. What Elon Musk and his inner circle have been doing, stripping away records, taking sensitive information, manipulating systems to serve their own interests, should be considered nothing less than domestic terrorism. These actions undermine the very foundation of our society, and yet no one is holding them accountable. It's time for that to change. If any ordinary citizen engaged in the kind of deceit and recklessness that Musk and his people have accused or have been accused of, they would be facing serious legal consequences. But because Musk is a billionaire with an empire built on hype, government contracts, and taxpayer money, he seems to believe he's untouchable. That must end. Law enforcement should step in and treat these actions for what they are, serious crimes against the public interest. Musk and his associates should be arrested, charged, and prosecuted under the full extent of the law. Excuse me. No more free passes, no more billionaires play by a different set of rules. And justice, not just to mention that, justice doesn't stop at arrest. The vast wealth that Musk and other billionaires have accumulated through shady dealings and government favoritism should not be off limits. If they are found guilty of engaging in unlawful acts that harm the country, their bank accounts and assets should be frozen immediately. This isn't about punishing success. It's about stopping corruption in its tracks. The money hoarded by Musk and any other billionaire supporting these unlawful acts should be redirected back into the government to support the people. Imagine how much good could come from reinvesting those funds into healthcare, education, infrastructure, and social programs. Instead of letting a handful of elites manipulate the system of personal gain, we should use their ill-gotten wealth to create a better, fairer society for everyone. We've watched far too long as billionaires like Musk rewrite the rules to benefit themselves while the rest of us struggle with rising costs, stagnant wages, and an increasingly uncertain future. Enough's enough. The government should step up, investigate these crimes, and ensure that no one, not even the richest man in the world, is above the law. If we don't act now, what message does that send? That the wealthy can do whatever they want while the rest of us are expected to follow the rules? That corruption, deception, and theft of public resources are just a part of the game? I refuse to accept that. It's time for justice. It's time for to reclaim what's been stolen from the people. It's time to remind billionaires that their wealth does not make them invisible. Are you mad as hell too? Let's make our voices heard. I really would appreciate it. And that yes, that was a I read that because I'm not a very good speaker. So, but and you can tell because I kind of dabble. Anyways, what I'm not reading. Look, those of you who voted for Trump, I'm not. I can't blame you. I'm not questioning your intelligence. You believed everything that he said, despite okay, there. You believe everything that he said, and plus all the fake news that goes out there, and that's part of what the billionaires put out there because they spent the money like crazy to give you the false news that you're getting. Um, it's not your fault. You were kind of tricked into thinking that, oh yeah, this guy's going to do different, make a real big difference. And as a result, we're going to get Project 2025 thrown in our faces. Um, it's not your fault. And I personally cannot believe that everyone who voted for Trump are racist, are homophobic, um, think that the religion is the only one that everyone should follow. We all want, I believe, the same thing. We want peace on earth. We want to have and we want a roof over our head, food on the table, and to be able to afford those things, regardless of what background you're from. Um, I mean, I'm so mad. It makes me want, well, first of all, you can tell I'm just changing because I also have ADHD, so my mind goes everywhere else. But really, enough's enough. And really, those of you who support a dictator, why don't you move to Russia or go to China if you want? But don't take it. Don't the military? Our military sacrificed their lives several world wars, taking Hitler down, and and we're going to repeat our history with another Hitler? I mean, seriously, we are better than that. We are better than that, damn it. Do the right thing. Stand up. Let's if we have to march on Washington, let's march on Washington and show that we are against what's going on. Get that Musk guy off into a send him to Guantanamo. That's where they belong. Not the immigrants or I, I mean, really, that's why this is why my mind goes every place. So I will stop. You know my view. I hope you agree with me. And if you don't, well, I'm sorry you believe in something that's wrong for everyone. When you were first born, and here I'm bantering, you had an equal chance to have a normal life, but a lot depends on, who your parents were, what their beliefs are, generation after generation. Sometimes it follows through with just different generations, and I understand that. And sometimes it's hard to break that, cycle. Um, think back though, when you were just an innocent kid, just want to have fun, enjoy life, have friends, have a partner, regardless of what your, sexual orientation is, be respected, you know, it's like we're a bunch of high school kids again with the way the government's running, and certainly Trump. He's a child. He's such a immature. I'm trying to keep my verbal thing clean. I'm not going to use profanity, but man, he's got to be taken out of here. I mean, he's. Do you want a immature person have the codes for nuclear warheads? How terrifying is that? I mean, certainly not Musk. I mean, with his, thing. Okay, that's enough. But I'm gonna post this, and I hope you hope the majority of you do agree with me. If not, I'm sorry for your misguidance, if you want to call it. I'm not a perfect person, and I may not be the smartest person, but I do know what's right and wrong, and I know it basically. I mean, God willing, I'll be 77 in a few weeks. I know I don't look it, but God's been kind to me. I don't show it, but I'll be 77. I've seen a lot in my years, and this is the worst I have seen my whole life. I wasn't alive when Hitler was there, but I was certainly aware of what went on because I learned that in history class. And, our education system can't be thrown away because we need to learn from our history and mistakes from the past. If none of you know, if those of you who vote for Trump don't know about Hitler or don't understand what he did and how he did it, you would owe yourself the right to research that and learn it because what we're seeing right now is an actual replay of what Hitler did. And if you want to see millions of people probably destroyed or killed because of the beliefs that they don't match up with the leader. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. That's it. I'm done.